What if you're looking for an all-in-one solution to record, switch video, and encode for your live stream? What should you choose? Well, stick around and I'll tell you why the YOLOBOX Extreme is quickly becoming my go-to recommendation for doing just those things. Presented by Church Tech U. Hi and welcome again. My name's Paul Allen Clifford, and before we get started, if you've been kind of on the fence as to what hardware you should invest in, go ahead and tell me about it in the comments below the video. So, fair warning, YOLOBOX, YOLOLive, the company that makes the YOLOBOX, sent me this unit to take a look at, and I've got to tell you, I've had one of their products before and it was great, but it was lacking in some areas. So I thought that this one, the YOLOBOX Extreme, would be basically the same, just with more inputs. But I was wrong. In fact, I've been pleasantly surprised by just how capable this little piece of gear is. So I thought that we would take a deep dive into it, and I would show you just some of the features that that I've been looking at and thinking, oh, this is exactly what I need for live production. So this is the initial screen once you've booted up the YOLOBOX Extreme, and you'll notice you've got a couple of different options here. You've got live streaming and you've got monitor mode. Let's start with monitor mode. So let me hide myself real quick here. Okay, so I just tap enter here and that takes me into monitor mode. You can see my camera reflected here. I just wanted to make sure that you could see my fingers as I was pressing it, stuff like that. So here we are, and we've got a couple of things that I wanted to show you real quick. First off, I have these 3 video sources. I don't actually have anything connected right now, but if you were to look on the edge of the box here, you'll notice that we have a ton of HDMI inputs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 inputs and 2 HDMI outputs here on the edge. So that's something to consider, is just how many inputs you have with this particular piece of gear. Another thing is that I'm really liking about it is I like that I can do NDI coming into this box. So practically, what does that mean? Well, I can send the output of ProPresenter, which is what I'm known for, send the output of ProPresenter into the YOLOBOX Extreme and do an alpha channel, or a linear key, some switchers call it, just over the network. So it doesn't take any of the video inputs. One thing that you may have noticed when I tilted this up is that these first 3 video inputs are 1080p, but the rest are 4K. So even if you wanted to go for a higher end level of production, you could certainly go with 4K with this. Most of the stuff I do is 1080p, but this is capable and it's more than future-proof. So you invest your money and you'll be good to go for the foreseeable future. So that's 2 of the things that I really like about it. I also like down here on the bottom, let's see if I can get this within the frame. Yeah, there we go. Right here, right where my finger is, down here. Here, let me point from the top. Right there. Now, just to the right of the red thing, right there. If I click on that, that is our recording settings. So I can record 720p, 1080p, 2K, or 4K. Now, 1080p and 2K, they are very similar. 2K is a little bit wider because it's, for whatever reason, 1080p is the vertical resolution, whereas 2K is the horizontal. So the 1920, that's the 1080p version. The 2K is a little over 2000, so 1920 to a little over 2000. So those two are very similar. But when we go to 4K, it's actually 4 times 2K because it's twice as much width-wise and twice as much height-wise. So that's really cool as well. And I can select different recording sources. Right now I've just got the program. Notice that I can encode it with H.264, which is a little more compatible, or H.265, which is becoming the standard nowadays. Even though it's a little less compatible, it's also a smaller file size. So that's an advantage when it comes to that. So I like all of that stuff here within the YOLOBOX. But let's go back, shall we? So I'm going to tap on this minus here, and it's blown out in the recording, but it's asking if I want to go ahead and go out of that. And so I'm going to hit this, and you'll notice that what's interesting is my YOLOBOX account has some of these events that I created in the past when I had the other piece of gear that I was telling you about. So I can go ahead and I can click on that, create a live stream, change the cover art, all that stuff from within this. We've got YOLOcast events, which are something else that you can use. Keep in mind that there is a 14-day free trial, but this is an additional service right there. But keeping in mind that I can either record locally or I can live stream to places like YouTube, Facebook, etc., or even RTMP, which is kind of a generic live streaming standard. It's just a very powerful piece of gear, and what's really great from a portability standpoint is, you see up here it says 98%. This entire video I've done this on battery, so I'm not even plugged in currently. So this is entirely portable. I could plug it in if the power gets a little low, run off of the USB-C power connection. Then when it gets fully charged up, I can unplug it and move it around very easily. So it's just such a useful piece of gear to have something that you can live stream with. You can do a linear key with alpha channels from NDI. You can record. You can live stream. You can do all of that with this one piece of gear. Now, I did have someone ask when I posted one of the earlier videos about it, how do you feel about putting all your eggs in one basket? And I think that in general it's best to separate out the different tasks. Not that the YOLOBOX is not capable, it is. But let's say that you had some sort of problem, you'd forgotten to charge it up, for example, or for some reason you're having another issue. Well, if this is the only thing that you have, then you have a problem. But if you have recording and encoding separated out, or switching and encoding separated out, etc., then you can kind of combine it all back in. So let's say I had a different recorder. Well, if I had a problem with that recorder, I could also record on my YOLOBOX. If I had a different encoder and I had a problem with that encoder, I could also encode on my YOLOBOX. If I had a different switcher and I was having trouble with it, I could also switch on my YOLOBOX. So this one piece of gear provides me with a multitude of options, and it gives me fallback if I already have other pieces of gear, so I can just make it all work together. So that's why the YOLOBOX Extreme is quickly becoming my favorite and recommended go-to piece for live streaming, recording, switching, etc.